The idea of having such collaborative project featuring two female artists, Li Liu and Mei Lu, who are currently flatmates, was originally proposed by Li Hong. We are three PhD candidates, all based in UAL, so we finally decided to initiate such project as a research exhibition, which not only presents the research in progress of the two artists, but also aims to serve as a promising response to the status quo of the pandemic era. This is an exhibition really born at home. We had several discussions about the project in the living area of Mei Chen and Li Hong's flat, surrounded by all the everyday domestic items, such as a tiny glass table, a bunch of flowers, a yellow lamp, and a stand mirror. So just in this cozy and secure space, we were discussing how, in the White Cube exhibition space, to use the artworks of these two artists to immerse the audiences into an ambivalence towards the very intimate aspects of home, of their body that they encounter every day. So the experience of familiarity with our surroundings, with objects in our home, and with our body can be very secret, personal, intimate, and exclusive. So this familiarity is engaged in this exhibition. However, at the same time, it's constructed to form a sensation of an uncanny, of the unfamiliar. So in the meantime, the exclusivity of this experience is also questioned as the two artists aim to really invoke an emotional resonance among the viewers through the artworks and encourage the viewers to reflect on their own personal memories, experience about home, about self, and also about female agency.
Firstly, because due to the pandemic, right? So we actually, as a Chelsea student, for me, we started to have some opportunity to have an exhibition at school or university. Yeah, that's why I think if just waiting to have the opportunity to show our project and practices, why don't we like to have an idea to set up an exhibition for ourselves? That's the starting point, and then I think we have a special role between us because we are roommates. Yeah, and then we focusing on the subject from the interior.
The interior object and some subject. As for me, I intend to explore other female artists, especially majored in fine art. Her thought or her mind of flower or the female genitalia. So I would like to cooperate with Li Hong, and I would like to know what will happen between us. Our research, I think our research have some inner connections.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Because I'm quite interested if we have some collaboration because we are focusing on the memories. You are focusing on the memory about your
Right.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine is something related to my dwelling in environment. So we can find something similar.
Yeah, and we are also from the autobiographical aspect to
Yeah.
telling our own stories.
Yes, that's true. And then when I'm writing my essay some days, and I reading something that I wrote before, and it's about the uncanny. And I remember Freud write a paragraph about the female genital. He used some metaphor like female's womb. It's a kind of the very first dwelling space for human. So that's I think that's the starting point. So we start to discussing this kind of thing about our exhibition.
Yeah, so as for me, the flower at my research from a symbolic perspective, flower contains plentiful meaning from women and also the genitalia and like womb or femininity meaning. So I would like to explore the connections between this.
So the flowers actually is a bridge
Yes,
between
our
us.
blog.
Yeah.
Yes, and Li Hong has a customer. She loves flowers, so she also bought flowers every week. So sometimes we found that the flowers become like the everyday object in our life. This is some some interesting thing. Yeah, so just want to explore it from like an artist perspective or from only a women's perspective.
But when do you remember the first meeting that we had, and in our flat, we talk about how can we do such collaboration works.
Yeah.
And that time you mentioned about the flowers, right?
Yeah.
And then it provided me actually some uncanny impression because flower for me is just some beautiful things. And it doesn't mean that if the flower connect to the female genital, that thing is not perfect or I didn't mean any negative things. But, you know, before you mentioned that, I can't imagine flowers with human body.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I saw your sketches about your body,
Yeah.
and I do feel something that really connected between flowers.
And the genitalia.
Yes.
Yes, because I always consider why the flower and the genitalia has the connection because I don't know why. Before I start my research about the flowers and the female genitalia, but until I start doing my diary project, and also start our collaborate project, and I re-observed my genitalia and doing the daily observation of the flowers. And when I observed the flowers from a top angle, and I realized the top angles of the flowers petals is really similar with the bottom angle of my genitalia. And at that time, I realized the flower's petal and the vagina is really similar.
Yeah, actually, I didn't tell you a secret about the making process every time when I use the wire to bench that kind of shape.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like, oh my God, is that touching some part of your body? Yeah. So I feel it's kind of uncanny impression at that moment.
Yeah. So that's why I think some interactions between our making progress happened. Yeah, so I think that's why the cooperation is quite interesting and
It's really interesting for me.
Yeah, and I think that's the meaning of
Yeah.
our project and why the exhibition happened.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
because from the other perspective, for the term that I'm keep doing some research about the uncanny, right?
Yeah.
So, but through this collaboration project, I think the understanding of this term for me has been expanded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. About like Freud and about the unhinged, right?
Unheimlich.
Unheimlich. Yeah, and yeah, about the Freud understanding about the womb. Yes.
你等，你等，你别碰鞋上的啊！
没有油漆了耶。
你
怎么翻？哦哦。
I know. Ooh.